What's going on, shipmates? We are back at it once again in Echo. This one's going to be a quick update, not too much going on this week from what I mentioned, I believe, before in the last video. So let's jump into it. Splendid renewal pretty much is over. If you have anything left currency wise, go ahead and collect it now. Or in the shop, it's up for, I believe, 2 more days, 1 more day, 1 day and a half left. To collect anything else you got here wait, let's see, I got a few more, bam, got a couple more. So yeah, take advantage of that, spend your currency, get your resources. Next, Echo of Azure is part 2, is still going on, 5 days left. Everything's still the same. The 3 story missions are open, so if you haven't got a chance to go through it, you can go through all 3 now. Excuse me. And get your resources from there. Once again, the boss is Dominica. And then, that one's pretty much still going for another 5 days. And now, the new thing that's going on right now, Neolith Legend. Now, they do this every so often, maybe like twice a month. I've seen about the usual cadency of this thing. UR Neolith. This one right here. So you have a few different things here. Of course, you have the Glory Store, which is the store, because you do get legend points for completing daily missions and stuff like that, like you do the regular daily stuff that has its own set of missions. So this is in the store here. As you can see here at level 70, you unlock I believe it's treasure finding or treasure seeker. I'll look at it again, but it's another part of the game that opens up at level 70, and then you use treasure tales and treasure legend to participate in that event or other section of the game. So that's there. Take a look, take a dive into it. Up top, the Godly Pack. That's if you want to spend some money, you can go in. Of course, there's a free one that gets left put out every day, but that gives you more draws or whatever to try to get the UR Legend Neolith here. Epic Tale is the pass here. Once you get it, it kind of activates like the other ones, like the other events for the UR units. Once you get it, you get resources, and then if you get it multiple times, you get more dupes and resources. So down here at the Oracle mission is the daily missions. You can get these every day. It resets at the end of the night into the next day. So those are the only 3 daily missions it has. Is logging on, daily activity reaches 50, daily activity reaches 100. Now these here, the Myth and Annihilist, no, I can't talk, sorry, Analyst, those are what you use to actually try to summon for the legend, and I'll show you that part next. So you get 2 free ones per day, as you can see here. And then once, like I said, once every night at the reset, those reset and you can get them again. Now there are also legendary missions, which you see here. Now this is just stuff you do in the game regularly. So as you can see here, doing 100 chapters, doing the regression chapter 10 times, desperate operations 6 times, performing 15 hosts, stuff like that. And the divinity intervention or identification, I'm sorry, 50 times at the bottom. So once you do those, you collect those, you get more legend points, which is stuff mainly just used for the store. Like I said, the big ones you really want to go after or try to is to get these things here. So as you can see, once you hit that first milestone, it pops up again with the next the next point to get to. So for example, I think the first one was 10. Now it's not. Now I gotta do 15 harvests. The first one was 100 times in the chapter. Now it's 200. And as you can see, the legend points increases a little bit. This is 400 now instead of 200. And you get artifact matrix, stuff like that. So that's that part. And then here in the divinity identification, this is where you summon for the UR. Now, I did cover the last one they did, which, is it in here? No, it was another UR. It looked like, I'm trying to remember. It was like a little, like, not a sushi roll. I can't. It was. I'll probably go over it to another section. But there was another one a little while ago that they had and featured Now, it does say you need to summon at least 150 times. That's the pity summon. So if you summon 150 times, you don't get it at all, you're guaranteed to get the Neolith on that 150th summon. Now, this is the luck value here at the bottom left corner. This tracks that number. So as you can see here, every 150 identifications, you're guaranteed one SSR plus Neolith. So that's there are kind of like the cases in the units. There's different levels of SSRs, and then of course the UR at the very top. So once you obtain, it just resets back to 0, and then you start all over. So now the good thing is these don't last very long. This one is 6 days, so pretty much like the same time as a featured unit or case or character. This one's up in 5 more days, which is the end of the week, but the luck value, so the number of times that you summon, carries over. So like I said, this just started like Sunday yesterday, so I'm already at 51, which I've only done 1 summon so far for this. So when I opened it up, it started at 50. So that was from the last time where I was really trying to get it and trying to see how many I could pull off without like trying to have to pay. And 50 was like the limit. I was like, oh, okay, that's it. You know, that's all I can do. So that is something good. So even if you don't get it this time, or if you don't really like, oh, maybe I don't really like the effects of it, I'll go for the next one. It's always good just to summon, even if you don't get it, because eventually one will pop up where you'll get really close to the 150, and then you'll be able to get pretty much right then and there. So let's take a quick look at Gallatin, the UR Neolith. So attributes up there, that is what's get added to each of your units for your team. Pretty good, pretty good. So let's look at the skills. So Solar Judgment. Gallatin transforms into midday sun to deliver judgment, dealing Neolith damage equal to 247% attack to the enemy case with the highest attack and nearby enemies. All right, so a little bit of AoE, cool. She also applies heat to the 2 enemy front row cases. All right, so what does it, oops, oh, I could do that too. Oh, here we go, perfect. Heat. When taking action, reduces self-rage by 1. When heat expires, further reduces the potential to self in the cases in the same column by 5. Also applies stun for 1 round. Oh, that's not bad. So it's like a little bit after effect, applies heat, and then the next 2 rounds, you're pretty much that unit or whichever character got targeted or has the heat has stun, and then reduces potential, which helps get it to the using its ultimate. So not bad, not bad. So he gives it to 2. Also, pretty much 2 of the front enemies, which most likely is going to be your high DPS and tank units. So that's not bad. So it's already kind of limiting them in a sense. Cool. So let's look at Sun's Blessing. 350. Whoa. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Sorry, wrong one. Top one. Gallatin embodies the blessing of the sun. When an enemy case HP falls below 80%, Gallatin deals shield bypassing Neolith damage equal to 350% attack to front row enemies. Oh, that is amazing. This can trigger once per round. Absolutely amazing. 350% attack to the whole front row, and it does shield bypass. So it doesn't matter if they're shielded up, especially if you're going against a team like mine, who pretty much 4 out of the 6 units are giving shields to themselves, to other units, 30%, 40% of their HP, and it stacks and stacks. So that's a big help, especially when you're fighting those teams that have that kind of setup. Bypassing shields is great to have. So yeah, if you definitely try to get it, maybe you get good luck and you'll get it before the 150. Stuff like that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and see. I got 4 summons right now. Let's try it. Neolith, and I only have 1 SSR. Or you know what? My fault. I have 1 UR. I do have 1 UR Neolith. It's I call it Flag for short. It's kind of a long name. It is amazing. The amount of damage it does the most damage out of anything I have. So when it's like Elemonos and Neoliths, if there's featured URs, definitely chase them if you can. There's not that many of them right now compared to the, you know, units and cases, because we're getting pretty much new UR units pretty much every week. Sometimes they do 2 at a time, stuff like that. So now the URs and the Elemonos, they don't have, I think for Neoliths, oh, this is a, what's going on here? That's a different color. Oh, am I gonna get it? Or is that a fragment? That's a fragment. Yep, that's a fragment. All right, so that does happen. There is a potential. If you look up here in the preview, you most of the time, 0.85% chance to get the whole thing. But down here, where is it? Right here, 45% of the time you have a chance to get the Divinity Identification Selection Chest. Oh, where is it? Crown. It says it here somewhere. Oh, right there. 20 there. Oops, my fault. 20% of the time you get a Gallatin fragment. And of course you need, if you want to do that way, you need 100 fragments to summon that. So I have 1 out of 100. So but like I was saying, yeah, definitely go after these URs. There's not that many available. I'm only at 55 out of 150, so I'm gonna keep trying. I got 5 more days. Maybe my luck, if I do, I'll post a quick video on showing you guys how much attack power it does add if I do get it. Now, the only other thing to go over real quick is gonna be, okay, Renne is still going on, of course. She's here for another 5 days. Kyubey is still here as well. I believe my last video I mentioned that she was back. I'm not 100% sure. You know what? I think it was the healer. I can't remember her name. Anyway, Kyubey, defensive counterattack with also a hint of DPS. I do have her in my squad. For me, she's 4 linked, maxed out. Ring, that's the healer, sorry. So yeah, she's maxed out. She's in there right now. Decent skills. First one's pretty simple, 118% to a column of enemies. Her secondary, 186% attack on 3 random enemies. She does give where is it? See-through, which is each layer reduces the carrier's dodge rate and attack by 10%. Which is good because you're pretty much slowly but surely bringing down the attack of the enemy team. And I believe the higher you go, the more percentage it goes down. I think 20 or 30% is like the max, which is pretty crazy, especially if it could stack up 3 times. You're looking at 30 to 90% reduced dodge rate and attack. That's insane. And which, if you do participate in the events and you challenge the boss, most of them are all like 7-star maxed out. Like as soon as you get to like the 3rd or 4th round, and if you've noticed, that's one of the reasons why you're barely doing like 20,000 or 10,000, or I mean, I've challenged some bosses where I'm only doing like 100 damage when my units do 1 million or 1.1 million and over damage, usually without any of these, you know, see-through effects and stuff like that. So definitely a good stat to have. Let's keep reading. Those affected by see-through creates a deep vortex beneath the target for 2 rounds, and the deep vortex is each time a unit in the vortex takes an active action, which pretty much once they attack or their combat arm activates, they apply another stack of see-through. So even better. Was that? I think that was the secondary. Yes. So her ultimate inflicts physical damage equal to 276% on 3 random enemies. AOE. Prioritizing those affected by see-through, of course. This triggers all see-through stacks on the target. which each stack dealing physical damage equal to 40%. So if they're at 3 stacks maxed out, 120% attack or 120% physical damage done on top of the 276. So stacking, having her thing, and then lastly her passive, pretty much at the start of the match she adds 1 stack or 1 see-through. So start of the match, 1 see-through, her first primary attack she'd add another stack, and then as you keep going, by the time you hit her ultimate, they're already at max 3 stacks. So it's already doing that 120% on top of the other 200. So excuse me. So yeah, good unit. Don't have her. She's part of the East Rise faction. So if you have some of those or you're looking to build off links of that, she is East Rise. So more bonus attributes for adding her to that kind of stuff. Let's see. So the passive, let me explain this one. Okay, starting off, granted her 1 stack of Spring Haven to start a battle, which for I think it's toward the bottom, and then also grants 1 stack of see-through to all enemies. Perfect. So everybody, whole team you're going against starts off with see-through. So they're already first round taking 10% reduction in dodge rate and attack. So great. Ring, which is the she's also East Rise unit. She is a healer. When they first released Kyubey, they released her and Ring at the same time. So I went after Kyubey instead of Ring, and then I ended up getting Ring later on. And I did have them both in the squad for a little bit, maybe for like a week or two until the next UR unit, and then I immediately switched out Ring because, as you guys know, I don't really use healers. She was good. She did moderate damage, but she didn't do enough, and then she was getting killed off before anybody else, and then before she could really do good effects of healing. So ended up taking her out anyway. So but it says here, if you are using her, if she's there at the start of the battle, Kyubey also restores 50 potential, so she's already getting bonuses right off the bat. Spring Haven, here it goes. Spring Haven is reducing the next instant of damage. She takes capped out at 20% of her max HP, which is great. So she's already reducing dodge rate, she's reducing attack on the enemy, and then she's reducing damage coming into her. So she is, I will say, when I do fight squads that are stronger than me, she is one of the last ones standing. I will say that. So and definitely, like I said, if you get the chance, if you need an East Rise unit to add, or you just need another DPS unit you're looking for, this is the one to go for. And then lastly, after negating the damage, he consumes the 1 stack of Spring Haven and then launches a weak point slash at the opposing back row enemy. So the one pretty much right across from her in the back is the one she's attacking. That's what that means. So, and she deals physical damage to 300% attack, and then marks them with another stack of see-through. So stacks are being stacked on all the stacks. So great unit to use. I like her. Of course, I got to summon to get her a couple more times to unlock the better stats. And then keeping going, Akira, she is still there. She's going to be gone, looks like, in another day or so. And then everything else, pretty much, you still got regular card summon. Dominica is still featured. The arms, combat arms, correlated with the featured units. Nothing, because obviously we have the UR Neolith going on right now. So that one's not featured. As you can see, I'm still saving. I'm at 201. So I'm really waiting for them to feature a UR here, and I know I'm going to get it this next time. It's not going to show here, is it? No. I have to go to the other spot. Anyway, and then lastly, the Elemono White Dragon, the UR unit. I think it is only one of 3 or 4 that they have right now. Stone Monkey was the last one they had, and I tried to go for him. I didn't get him. I ended up getting this one, the Crow Tengu. As you can see, I got him I've broken through startup once because I already had them, and then I got them summoned again when I did the 100 summons here. So White Dragon, I've seen other squads have this Elemono, and I love the animation when it attacks. It pretty much comes out the sky and does like a fire blast directly onto the squad. So let's go over it real quick. So these are the attributes that get added to it, to your squad. The first skill here, let's see, when allies total HP falls below 50%, inflicts damage equal to 304% of Elemono's attack on the 3 enemies with the highest HP percentage. Of course, we always want to try to aim for the highest HP percentages, because of obviously the ones with lower are going to be easier to take out, or they're going to take or need less damage to be taken out. And then 50% of the damage dealt will be converted into healing for the 3 allies with the highest attack. That's amazing, because usually your DPS units aren't going to have a highest HP as your tanks, or even there are healers out there too. Mainly healers and tanks are going to be the ones that are going to be buffed up as far as HP goes, and defense. So DPS are usually in the back. I know what's her name? Off the top of my head, I believe it's Ziz. She's I think one of my highest attacking units at the moment. She's back row. Her HP is like 100,000, maybe 200,000 less than Sharon, who's my main tank right in the middle up front. So yeah, so that's great, because 3 allies with the highest attack, they're doing the most damage. They're getting probably targeted because they're doing the most damage. And then 50% of the damage that this Elemono's dealing, they get healed at automatically. Why aren't you summoning for it? So, and then the second skill here, the start of the battle applies 1 stack of White Dragon scale to the 2 allies with the highest attack for 5 rounds. That's a long time. Each time White Dragon scale takes effect, it restores 4% max HP. Great. Shield for the character, shield. Also increases armor resistance by 12% for 3 rounds, more buff. And at the end of each round, the effect increases by 4%. Okay. Interesting. White Dragon Hide. When damage taken in a single instant exceeds 30% max HP, it is reduced by 30%. The effect ends after triggering 3 times. Wow. That's pretty cool. Interesting how each round it goes down, kind of like a timer. So you get a big buff kind of at the beginning, and then eat for 5 rounds. And by each round it's going less and less and less. But that's not too much of a concern, especially when you're getting 50% damage dealt converted into healing. It's a good balance. It's not bad. I would think too, by the time you get to the end of those 5 rounds, that passive is getting ready to kind of activate again, maybe. Awesome. Let's go for it. I have 35 summons. As you can see here, I'm already up more. So I even have a bigger chance of getting the White Dragon in this 100. So let's go. Let's get it, shipmates. Come on. Let's get it before. Oh, Snowy Owl. I've been using Snowy Owl as one of the first Elemonos I got. Definitely. I think that's like the 5th time I've gotten him. So starring up big time, unlocking all the skills for the Snow Owl. All right, I'm already got 15 left. This isn't looking good. Come on. Let's go. Oh, nope. Oh, look, we got Crow Tengu, another Snowy Owl. Not bad. All right, so we got 5 left. I'm gonna. I really don't want to use my Morphite because I like using that for the cases. But but I'm gonna have to. I'm kind of interested to see. Oh, that's all right. I am kind of. Oh, I got one fragment. How many fragments do you need? Does it say? No. All right, so I'm halfway. I got some time. I got 5 days. I'm still gonna summon. There's still some areas of the events going on over here where I can get some more here in the shiny ceremony or the Sentinel. Maybe I can try that out and get some 10 more summons right there. Oh, the Beast Warden Star. I forgot that was going on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this is the. Is this more summons? Is this more summons? Yes, it is. All right, gents. All right, we got some free stuff, and enchantment. All right, so we got some more summons. Let's go. Let's quick. Bam. All right, Elemono. All right, so we got 20 more summons. Come on. I want to get it before the 100. I don't want to hit the pity. Oh, you didn't give me the stone monkey. You gotta give me the white dragon. White dragon. That sounds bad. Ah, come on. All right. So what does that put me at? 62. 40 more summons. Oh, it's gonna really make me hit the pity. I don't want to. I mean, I have enough. I mean, it's 1,500 to summon again. You know what? Come on. Oh man, it's pulling me in. It's 7. You know what? I'm gonna do one more. Oh, come on. Oh, was that it? Oh, what? We got it, shipmates. Set the sail. Why did it? That was weird. I thought it would show the crystal blue light and not the. All right. So we got him. Let's check him out. We're gonna come down here to the Elemonos. White Dragon is here. Level 1, not a worry. We're gonna go back real quick. I'm gonna run through this. Is enough to break through? No, I need 180. That's a lot. All right, so what we're gonna do? Where is the squad? Down here. Oh wow, at level 70, I'm gonna unlock the next one. All right. So you know what? I'm like right there. So we're just gonna go ahead and switch with Snowy Owl, or should I switch with Windafera? Oh, I didn't even augment, man. Slacking on this one. You know what? That's fine. I'll switch out with. Let's just see what the additional power is going to be. Jeez, 398,000 shipmates. Did you guys see that? You want me to do it again? Let me do it again. So this is only level 34. So when you switch them out, just like your regular units, they take the level of whatever they're switching out with. So level 34, not even at 50 where I have my SSRs. Well, let's do it one more time. My fault. So switching out with Snowy Owl. With Snowy Owl's going to come back here. I'm like 69.5. So, all right, let's look at that. Let's switch it out. Let's look at it. 398,368 attack or account power added. That is absolutely amazing. And then let's see. Can we level them up? We got a bunch of stuff right here. 42, 33,000, another 30. Wow. Augment. We do have this to go up one. 22,000. Bam. Passive unlocked. Can I do it again? Oh, 2,000. We're gonna bam. 30,000. Even more. UR Instinct level 2. That's incredible. That's incredible. So now we're sitting at 10.6. I'm less than halfway to 11 million. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm telling you guys, the URs, of course, everybody's chasing it. Everybody's getting after it. That's what we want. That's what we're getting. This is where we're at. The White Dragon. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching, shipmates. Like, subscribe, see my other videos. If you're stuck on, especially in Echo, if you're stuck, I got tons of videos. I just put out a patrol going over patrols and in depth and kind of how to progress through the game. If you do get stuck, take a look at that. But other than that, I was covering a game called Scarlet Girls on BlueStacks. I just found out it's coming global for Android and for us here in the States. So it's actually going to be changing the name to Apex Girls. Should be coming out like a week or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably pretty much going to stop playing the other version, waiting for global to come out, and we'll see what's different. I'll start to cover that because it's going to be a little bit easier to record and give you the guys that content. Other than that, we're waiting on Estria Restart, which is coming out May 8th, I believe, is the next either open beta or they're going to come out fully global. I've already pre-registered. I got it pre-downloaded, so it's a really fun game. If you guys haven't seen it around, it is a gacha mobile game. Really good artwork, fun story that I've seen so far. It's really picking up. They're trying to go big with it. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of content creators covering it, but of course I'm going to have my style on it, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Other than that, once again for watching, subscribe, like, and fair winning following seas, shipmates. I'll see you all next time.